Hi everyone, it's Debbie with BookAndBuJo. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm going to start a new series on my channel that is the Dice Decide My Day. I was watching Princess Does on YouTube. She is amazing. You definitely need to check her out, and I will leave her channel linked down below for you. And she was doing a little dice roll deciding her day kind of thing between reading, gaming, and cleaning, and she kind of did a dice roll to decide which between those three, and then rolled the dice, and the number either decided the amount of pages that she needed to read or the amount of time that she got to game or had to clean. So I'm basically taking that idea and tweaking it just a bit to fit my style just a little bit more, and I came up with 8 things that I need to get done. So 8 categories of things that I need to do on and off each day or throughout the week. And then for the amount of time that I will be doing it, I will use actual time. I won't do like a specific page number. I'll just use time. Now, unfortunately, but yet fortunately, I didn't want to go too long. So I made it up to 75 minutes. But I didn't want to go super short and do like a 5-minute, although that'd be great for like cleaning and admin work. But I did want to make sure I had kind of like a 10-minute tidy in there. So my dice roll will go from 10 minutes to 75 minutes. And 10 minutes for reading will kind of suck, but 75 minutes for cleaning would also kind of suck. So we'll see what the dice kind of have in store for me. So I have my D8, which will decide the categories that I do, and my D12, which will decide my time. So I will roll both of those each time I need to start another thing and bring you along for the ride. So the different categories that I came up with are study time. So that could be working on my critical media journal. It could be annotating. It could be learning something new, like maybe get some tips on editing techniques or something like that. Maybe some more learning on how to set up my Discord, that kind of thing. Maybe learning a new crochet stitch. Something like that is for study. And then I have reviews, writing reviews, just getting them done. And then I have admin work. So that's also kind of my critical media journal a little bit, and also kind of planning. So that could be planning my video schedule, my filming schedule for the next quarter, and as well as creating a cleaning schedule and different things like that. Number 4 is chores. Get some cleaning done. Some chores around the house. That could include decluttering, could be cleaning, something like that. And then number 5 would be reading, filming, and editing. So I do need to film my TBR rolls and figuring out what I'm going to read for that. So admin can also be a little bit of figuring out all the books I'm going to be reading for the different readathons. I see you, G at Book Roast, with the amazing Aurelium starting in April and the new higher callings for those who've graduated. I was ready to say goodbye to my 2 characters that had graduated and just hang on to the 2 that I still had. But no. Your amazing brain has come up with some really cool stuff. So we will get to that in a different video. Number 7 is practicing, because we're leading worship on the 29th, so I need to work on those songs, as well as adding a flute part to one of the songs that we're going to be doing. And I need to practice just regular handbell music, as well as the duet that I'm going to be doing for that. And then number 8 will be crafting. So actually doing some crochet, working on diamond painting, something like that. And for the most part, I will probably have an audio begin for those as well. And then for times, so the 1 through 12, I did kind of 5-minute increment up to a certain point, and then I kind of upped it just a little bit. But so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 75. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And those may be tweaked a bit as this series goes on. So I want to do a minimum of once a quarter doing this dice roller decides my day. My main goal would be doing it once a month, but right now I'm going to do at least once a quarter. The main things I need to do, I do need to get some cleaning done. I need to put dishes away out of the dishwasher and clean up the sink and the other dishes that are sitting there because I didn't empty the dishwasher yesterday. And I also need to get the guest bathroom cleaned. And then I need to read, so I am still working on the history of the cluttering, which has been so interesting so far. I've really been enjoying that. It's more of a, you know, a history book, but I've been enjoying it. I also need to start A Conjuring of the Light. This would be my audiobook. Somewhat immersive read. And I need to continue with Empire of AI. I mean, I've been reading on it a little bit every day, but I'm still only like not quite a quarter of the way through. I think I'm 23% of the way through. So I really need to get going on this one as well if I'm going to finish that by the end of the month. Now, I feel like this one for me would have been better as an audiobook, but I haven't been able to find that. So if it comes in, I will switch over, but if not, I'm just going with that. For filming, editing, I do my TBR-opoly, get the rolls filmed, and then figure out what I'm reading for each of the roles, and then figure out all of the readathon books, and then get that edited for you. And then crafting, yeah, I still just have the diamond painting, and I really need to start my March squares, granny squares, but I need to finish getting the February ones into my blanket first. I'm going to get that done first, and then I can work on the March squares. Oh, I also need to clean the fridge. I really don't want to do that. I spilled some, so yeah, this was back in December, actually. This was December, so it hasn't been quite as long, but we had gotten a pumpkin pie and didn't realize that it had to be kept frozen until you baked it and put it in the fridge. And it just leaked all over the fridge. And I got the majority of it cleaned up, but there's some nooks and crannies where I open drawers and I'm like, oh, there's still some in here. So I got to get that cleaned up. Admin stuff, I do need to update spreadsheets and submit readathon books and plan out Q2 videos. And then everything else I think I already went over. So that's what I got for you today. So let's go ahead and do my first dice roll and see what I'm going to be doing. Okay. Let's see what it's going to be. Can you see what's in there? So we've got a 3 and a 5. So the 5 is the D8. So that is to read and or annotate. So I will have time to read. And then the D12 was a 3, which means 20 minutes. So I get to read for 20 minutes. That works. I can do it. I have my handy kitchen timer. I love this one because it kind of gives you exactly how much you have left, and the beep isn't too bad. There's 2 settings for the beeps. You can get a louder one. That's the quiet one, but there's a louder one. The loud one's kind of loud, but it's pretty loud, but I can do this. I got it. So I'm going to read for 20 minutes with Empire of AI by Karen Howe, and this is the book club book for the Boundless Book Club with This Story Ain't Over. Okay. 20 minutes on the clock. I don't know if I can situate to you too, so where you could see that as well, but here we go. That worked out. I was just at the end of a paragraph. I got 8.5 pages done. So close. Started up here. I still have a couple more to go for the chapter itself, but I started at 142 and I made it to 151. Okay, let's go ahead and do my second roll and see what that's going to be. Ooh, what what is that? A 4 and 11. So the D8 has a 4 and the D12 has an 11. Something I'm doing for an hour. Let's see what it is. So, 4 is chores. I don't want to clean for an hour. Boo. But the dice wins because it's not my day to choose things. So whatever the dice say, I will start with the dishes and then I will move on to the bathroom, and then from there I will move to the fridge and see how much I get done. Like, I feel like I should totally be able to do all of that in an hour, but I usually overestimate how much time things are going to take, and they usually take less time, so I should at least get some of the fridge cleaned, right? Yeah. Yeah, the dishes really won't take that long because, I mean, cleaning out the dishwasher probably takes 10 minutes, and loading it back up, but yeah, that makes me sad. Okay, at least I can listen to an audiobook while I'm doing that, so that'll help. That's good. That'll help. But I really want to film TBR probably first. We'll see. Okay, now I need to clean for an hour. Yay. Definitely my least favorite thing. Like, I don't have a problem cleaning other people's houses. I just hate cleaning my own. I don't know. It's a thing. Plus, I'm like super tired now. I was fighting to stay awake a little bit because a nap would have been really nice. But we're going to clean instead and get moving and get that energy flowing again throughout the body. And yeah, I'm excited. Okay. I'm going to put in my audiobook, which will be, let's see, I just finished a couple of library books. So I finished Murder in the Family. This was really good. I gave this one 4.5 stars, and that's by Kara Hunter. Yeah, Kara Hunter. And this one is all mixed media and multiple forms of mixed media. So there's like newspaper clippings, there's texts from cell phones, there's, let's see, little ads and things like that. There's voicemail messages. So if you need anything with mixed media, like our fantasy bingo or horror bingo readathon, anything that has multiple forms, here you go. And it's fairly short. It's not super long. Is it? I mean, it's 466 pages, but I feel like it reads really quickly. And with some of the ads and things like that are in here, like, it reads really easy. So I would recommend. And then I finished The Fiery Heart by Rochelle Mead. This is the 4th book, I believe, in the Bloodline series. Does it say on here? I miss when it used to tell you somewhere on the book what number in the series it is. Oh, here we go. 3. So yeah, book 4. Book 4, because they have the other ones here. And I am still loving this. I love Sydney and Adrian. I love the dynamics between them, as well as Eddie has been a favorite character from Vampire Academy that moved over into this one too. So there's some great characters in here. Loved it. 4.5 stars on that one too. And then I also just finished. Yeah, I don't even know what to describe this book as. I feel like it's probably under magical realism a little bit. I don't know, but it's Earthlings by Sayaka Murata, and I loved Convenience Store Woman. It's one of my favorite books that year. And this one is a little different. It's a little crazy. It's a little out there. There's a lot of trigger warnings in here, so check those out before you move in. There's SA of minors and some other things that are hard to read about and can be very triggering. So just be aware of that before you go into this. There's some cannibalism in here and a whole lot of other stuff. But there's a lot of, it's like being in the mind of someone who uses different types of coping mechanisms to get through horrific things that happen in their lives. and it's very interesting. I enjoyed it. It is an interesting, good book. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm going to rate it yet. And 4, 3.25, 3. Right now I'm kind of leaning 3.75. But the writing style is super easy to read, and it's very like accessible. Like, it doesn't take a lot of brain power to figure out what she's trying to say. It's just the subject matter is a little hard hitting. So I'm 3.75, 4 stars right in there. And yeah. So let's see. Some of the reviews are praise for the book on the back. From Sally Rooney, it says, exhilaratingly weird and funny, unsettling and totally unpredictable. Yes. Katie Waldman says, a celebration of nonconformity that is both joyous and unsettling. So yes, there's a lot of like joy in this book, but also a lot of unsettling things, like our main character's family. Yeah. Listen to your children and don't treat your children that way. Yeah, definitely had issues with the mom and the sister. Yeah. John Powers says, as intoxicating as a sake mojito, a literary prize winner that's also a page turner. Dwight Garner says, casts a fluorescent spell, a thrifty and offbeat exploration of what we must each leave behind to participate in the world. Yes. That one is a great quote for this book. And then Ruth Ozeki, a gem of a book, a gift to anyone who has ever felt at odds with the world. So this book is not for everyone. Not for everyone. Again, number one, check trigger warnings before going into this. If you have any issues with abuse of any kind, really, but especially abuse of a minor, physical, SA, any of that kind of thing, just skip it. Skip it. But if you can handle getting through that, I mean, it's not super long chunks, like it's easy to skip over those parts. Like you see it coming, you can go a couple pages and say, yep, it's done. Okay. So it doesn't last long, but it is in here and it's on the page. So just so you know that. It's not extreme physical abuse, but that's just, yeah. Trigger warnings. But the story is just so intriguing and interesting. Just saying how people, what did he say? What parts of us we leave behind in order to participate in the world as normal people. And things that we give up about ourselves or that we hide about ourselves so that we can fit in with societal norms and the way that we're supposed to be and things like that. It's so intriguing. So many things I liked about this book. So now that I'm talking about it more, definitely a 4-star. Definitely 4-star. It definitely has a lot of depth to this book, and there's a lot of like reading between the lines and things like that, which are amazing, really thought-provoking and that. And then there's other aspects of it that's just kind of joyous and kind of quirky and a little weird that I think they balance each other out very well. So, Earthlings, Zach and Murata. I still think I enjoyed Convenience Store Woman a little more, but I did enjoy this one. Okay, so those ones are the most recent that I finished. So I will be starting A Conjuring of Light because I've already read my section of The Brothers Karamazov for the day. And I'm just reading a couple of chapters each day and taking the whole month to read the book. And this one's a chunky one, so I got to get through this one. I think I have about 10 more books that I need to read before the end of the month. And today is the 19th. So I have 12 days left to finish everything. So yeah, that's just about a book a day. And I have this one, which is over 600 pages. And of course, one of them is Empire of AI, which is also a chunky one. The History of the Clattering, I'm 71% of the way through. I'll be done with that pretty soon. But I also have this big one, a big massive tome here that I am only this far through. So yeah, The Pillars of the Earth. And this one was kind of an extra, sort of an extra book, but not. Yeah. So Team Dryad for TBR Trek Readathon, we have to read books with the solar system planets in it, and so that's Earth, Pillars of the Earth. So this is my contribution. I probably should have gone with one of my shorter books on my Kindle, but it didn't. Of course not. Why make it easy? And then I also have Warrior, Princess, Assassin that I need to get to as well. And this was a random one that came in from the library, but I have it and I want to read it, and it's for Herkied, so I need to get to that one. And I really want to finish Empire of AI so I can get back to Skyfire, because I really want to finish this one. And it keeps getting pushed to the back burner because I own it, but I do have that for a couple of readathons for this month, so I really need to get to that as well. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I may switch over to Sky of Fire for a little while and get through another chunk of that, and then go back to Empire of AI and see if I can just renew that book or just recheck it out later, because I do want to finish it. It's very interesting and I'm enjoying it, but yeah, priorities. Hopefully I get a planning time. I can figure all of that out. Okay, I've put off cleaning long enough. I need to go clean. So 60 minutes on the timer. Okay, here we go. 60 minutes. I'm gonna go clean. See you in a while. Bathroom next. Done with the bathroom. Now for the fridge. Looking at the time, so we're just about 35 minutes left. I need to feed my dog and my husband, so I will probably use part of my cleaning time to make them lunch. And then I will start on the fridge. And I actually ate a late breakfast, so I will probably finish the fridge and then I will eat and then do my next dice rolls. Okay, so I got a turkey sandwich with a pickle and some carrots and some chips, and then some watermelon. I'm gonna go take that to my hubby and then I'll be back. And now for Walter's food, I make it myself, so that it's like rice and sweet potatoes. You got some, I think this one is beef and organ meats, and carrots and green beans and blueberries and cranberries and lots of fun stuff. Spinach, parsley, and lots of yummy things. He's a happy puppy right now. Okay, I made myself a little turkey lettuce wrap sandwich. I've also got a little bit of a sweet potato with some tiger nut butter and honey, and some carrots are hiding in there. And then when I finish that, I will put all of my watermelon on my plate, and then that'll be the last of that watermelon. It was one of the small ones, but it was so heavy. It's so juicy. The inside is a little, the texture is a little, it gets a little pithy in the middle and a little kind of weird squishy spots. But overall, the watermelon tasted amazing and so juicy. Pretty good for an early watermelon. But since it's going to be 90 today on March 19th in Prescott, where normally we're in the 60s, I have a feeling that watermelon season is going to be pretty long this year, which would be nice. Got the top shelf and empty. How long does kimchi last? Because I love kimchi, especially on burgers. So good. But I am avoiding nightshades at the moment. So that would be, you know, like that would be the Korean red chili pepper flakes that are in here. Yeah, I'm avoiding that at the moment. And so it's been a few months. Yeah, no, there's not enough liquid over the top. That's going in the trash. Okay, this is just plain water I had in the fridge for when my mom was coming and she wanted some cold water. So I think I'm just gonna water some plants with the water. And then just gonna rinse this out and put it back away because nobody drank out of it. I think everything else is fine. We do have a little bit of holiday nog left, but I think this one is still good. It was pretty fresh. Where's the date? April. So yeah, we still have a little bit longer to drink on that one. Everything else is stuff we use often besides the black sesame seeds, because I'm also avoiding seeds at the moment. Can hang out in the fridge or the freezer for a while. So that one's fine. I think everything else is good. Maple syrup, some juice, yeah. Everything else can go back in. Now to clean the shelf. Salad and spinach. Next shelf. Leftovers, chicken and butter. This one's not too bad. Black garlic, if you haven't tried it, amazing. It's fermented garlic and it's almost like roasted garlic flavor. Like the texture is softer, the flavor is sweeter, but it's been fermented, which turns it black, but oh, so good. So good. All right, the timer went off, which means I'm done cleaning for now and we can get to some more rolls, which is awesome. It's gonna be great. I also have my lunch, so I will take a break for lunch. But we will do a couple more rolls. Now, I did piddle around a little bit, made some lunch. So I could have gotten a little bit more done on the fridge, but I am so glad that I got those two shelves done. And I've actually somewhat recently done the drawer that's underneath. So almost the full left side is done. It's the bottom, kind of under the drawer and that bottom section that I need to get to. So yeah, if I get cleaning again, I'll need to keep going on the fridge. Okay, let's go back and do a couple rolls. Sorry about the lighting, not the best, but let's do a couple more rolls here really quick. Okay, what do we got? A 5 and you can't see that at all. There we go. We have a 5 and a 6. So the 6 is the 8-sided die. So that is 30 minutes. So whatever it is I'm going to be doing, it's going to be for half an hour. It's a decent amount of time. So that was the 5. And now for the 6, that one is to film / edit, which is great. That means when I get done with lunch, I will be filming my TBR. Wow, what is happening right here? The light is shining through my hair and it makes it look like I have no hair from here down. That is so weird. What is happening? That is so weird. Okay, that's freaking me out. I gotta stop looking at that. Okay, anyway, let's do this. Okay, because that was weird. Freaking me out. Okay, so film and edit for 30 minutes, which is great. That should give me plenty of time to do my TBR-opoly rolls because I already have it all set up. So all I have to do is film that and then I can get started on figuring out what books I'm going to be reading for that. Okay, so after filming, let's see, what do I want? So I think I want a 3, possibly a 1, but a 3 would be great because that would be admin stuff, which would include planning. That would be great. So let's hope for a 3 for the D8 and anything over a 3 for the D12. Can you see them? I can't tell what they are. Is that a 4 and a 5? 4 and a 5. Oh. Forest chores. Oh, wait, no. Wait. The 4 was on the D12. So it's a 5, which is read again. Awesome. Okay. So that's the same thing I had the first time. So read, except for it's for 30 minutes or 25 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to eat lunch and then I'm going to fill my TBR-opoly rolls for 30 minutes and then I have 25 minutes to read after that. Awesome. Okay, let's do it. A little longer with the TBR-opoly, so I got that filmed and then I wanted to make sure I wrote down all of the book clubs, Readalongs, and the Readathons, at least get the prompts in there to help with planning when I have time for that. So I did get that finished. And then as you saw, I rolled again. I got a 5, which is to read, and a 4, which is to read for 25 minutes. So before we do that, my Thrive box came in and I was excited about that coming in. I got some fun stuff in here. So let's give you a little sneak peek here of everything that's in the box. I know before when I was on sprints, one of my Thrive boxes came in. Everybody wanted to know what was in the box, so I thought I'll show you again this time. So I got some prunes. I do love prunes. They're yummy. Some dried plums, very good. Coconut wraps. These ones are great if you are gluten-free. Then these are amazing, or you just want to watch your carb intake. Yeah, these ones are delicious. They're not super flexy, but they do kind of roll up a little bit. It's not like a tortilla that really rolls up nicely and stuff. It's a little more clunky, I guess you could say, than that, but they work great. And then I got some baked apple wild Zora. This is kind of an oatmeal substitute for those who can't have oats. These are tiger nuts, apples, cinnamon, and clove, and they are delicious. Add a little blueberries. So nice. Got some Lacanado maple syrup. So for those watching their sugar. I also got some Tasty Bites rice. 2 packages of those. And then I got some Wild Zora jerky. They call this kind of like a bar, like you would think like a protein bar kind of thing. I call it jerky. But this one's the original meat and veggie bar, and it's delicious. It has spinach and rosemary. There's turmeric, there's lamb, there's apricots. They're yummy, and it's a good source of protein, very clean ingredients. I love Wild Zora as a brand. They are amazing, especially for those who have dietary issues, food allergies, things like that. They're great. I got some little under eye masks, because that always just feels so nice under the eye. Get rid of some puffiness when you're not feeling your best. I got some grain-free crackers, and these ones are the real people, real food, really good. But these ones are great. They are made with plantain and cassava flour. And I love the Wild Zora soups. These are so good. They have chicken and beef. So one box I'll get the chicken, and then the next box I'll put the beef ones in there. So I always kind of have a little bit of a variety. And these ones are the vermicelli, sweet potato vermicelli noodle soup hearty chicken. So the noodles are made from sweet potatoes, and they are delicious. And all you have to do is add hot water and to the fill line and let it sit, stir, and yummy. It does say let it sit for 10 to 12 minutes, but I have found that letting it sit for more like 12 to 15 is a little bit better. But they are really great. And our last trip to North Carolina, I just stuck a couple of these in my suitcase, and I had a quick and easy meal while I was there and didn't have to worry about if I could eat what everybody else was eating and that kind of stuff. So it was nice. Some sweet potato chips. Also, couple of, did I get 2? I guess I got 2 of those. I was thinking I just got 1. I did get a couple boxes of the coconut flakes, and so these are basically like a bran cereal kind of texture. So nice and crispy, but these work great in my yogurt in the mornings. And then I just top it with a little bit of fruit, and it's yummy. You can add it to trail mix, make cereal bars, top a smoothie bowl. Yeah, they do add just really nice crunch, and it's basically just coconut water, and a little bit of palm starch. And then for my hubby, I got him some roasted dandelion herbal tea, which is the Ticino, so it's a coffee substitute, and this one is the caramel nut. He has not tried this one yet, so we'll see what he thinks. And then I got, of course, we have to get Walter a little treat too, right? So Plant Ace biscuits. These ones are really nice. They smell really good, and Walter really likes them. Oh, I also got him some bone broth bites. These are just like a hard biscuit too, but it's made with bone broth, sweet potatoes, and parsley. And then for my hubby, I got him some Purely Elizabeth granola. This one is the cinnamon peanut butter nut granolas. And then as a lot of times you'll get a lot of free gifts, especially if you're signed up to their emails. Almost every day, I feel like every couple of times a week you'll get an email that is announcing either a sale or something is going on, or they have a blog post and they're like, hey, get these 2 free items in your next box. And this time we got buttermilk pancake mix. It was a kind of a breakfast duo, and the Four Sigmatic organic half-calf coffee. And he does like the Four Sigmatic brand. This one is for mental clarity and energy, and it is a medium roast one. So we'll see what he thinks about that one. But these were both free. Thrive is a subscription, so you do have to be a member to it, and it's an annual. I think you can either do monthly or annually. We do an annual. We just pay it annually. But for us, it has been so worth it, because a lot of this stuff I can't find in the store. Like, my local natural grocery store has a couple of the wild Zor things, but not the ones that I eat. So they have the oatmeal ones, but it's the ones that have like the flax seeds and chia seeds and stuff like that in it, which I am not eating right now. So it's nice to be able to find the ones that don't have that at Thrive. And the coconut wraps, a lot of times you can find the plain but not the turmeric ones in the store. And these I can find at the store, but usually they're a little bit cheaper at Thrive. And this is the actual Thrive brand, which is great. And this one is sweet potatoes and coconut oil and sea salt, and that's it. A lot of them have at the store are avocado oil or palm oil, so it's nice to find one that's the coconut oil. And then these, of course, my store has, and a lot of times they have them on sale as well, but Thrive usually has the best price. So that's a quick little sneak peek into my shopping for the week. And now we're going to get to reading. I was reading some of A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab, and I made it a little bit of the way through. I think I'm on chapter 10 or 11, somewhere in there. And it's kind of funny because if you've listened to any of their audiobooks, then you know that these are narrated by Michael Kramer and Kate Redding, and I love them as narrators, but they also narrate a lot of I'm pretty sure a lot of the Cassandra Clare books, the Shadowhunter series, but they also narrate almost all of the Cosmere books by Brandon Sanderson. So a lot of times you'll start to hear their voice and your brain automatically goes to like Stormlight Archives or something like that, and you're like, no, this is a different story. So sometimes it's hard to listen to books that are narrated by them just because you're so used to them narrating some of the other books. But if you have never listened to them before, they are both amazing audiobook narrators, and I believe they're married, which is also kind of fun. I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Empire of AI, and I will do 25 minutes on the timer. Let's get reading. I had to keep going because I wanted to get to this little break in the paragraphs. So I did finished chapter 6. I made it to chapter 7, Science in Captivity. One page into it. So making a little more progress. I finished a chapter, started another one, so I'm happy with that. Still got a lot to go, but yeah. Okay, let's do the next roll and see what I get. A 2 and an 11. Ooh, that is to write reviews for an hour. Interesting. I have to write reviews for an hour, so that will probably take me to the end of the day, because this will take me pretty much to 3:30, and that will take me to about 4:30. So unless I have something that's only about half an hour or 25 or less, then the reviews will probably be the last thing I do for today. Okay, 60 minutes on the timer for reviews. I'm going to start with a NetGalley review, and then I will move into a couple of regular reviews, and then back to NetGalley, back and forth every other one, depending on how many I can get done. Usually it takes me forever, so I'll probably only get 2 done, but I'm hoping for 4. The goal is 4, but I will be happy if I get 2. Here we go. Thank you so much for joining me today as the dice rolls decided my day. And I actually got some good stuff done. I did get a little bit of my fridge cleaned. I got my kitchen cleaned up and the bathroom cleaned that I needed to. Some reading and filming done that I needed to, which was great. And also got a couple of reviews done as well. That is kind of the point of this whole series, is to get some stuff done. And thank you so much to Princess Does for kind of creating this or putting it out there in the world for me to see and get inspired by. So thank you for that. And make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know next when the dice will decide my day. Thank you again for joining me, and until next time, keep reading. Bye!